Mid City Redevelopment Alliance was established in 1991. We were created by Baton Rouge General Medical Center, and the purpose of the organization was really just to stem that tide of disinvestment that had been occurring for quite some time. The area had gotten to be very challenging in many, many ways, and the hospital said, well, we can't continue to sit here and do nothing. So they set out on a journey to find a solution. They went to other states and they found a model. The hospital actually engaged in community development and came back and basically pulled together community leaders to do the same thing. And from that, Mid City Redevelopment Alliance was born. The person who really was instrumental in creating the organization was Tom Sawyer, who actually led the hospital during that time. He was the CEO of the hospital system. Very kind, genuine individual who wanted to see change in the neighborhood and felt like the hospital could play a role in that. He was the one that set in motion the actual pulling together the organization and tapped Boo Thomas to be the first executive director for the organization. We believe strongly that homeownership was one of the powerful things that we needed to focus on for community revitalization. So the first thing to do was to try to find those people in the neighborhoods that own their homes and engage them in being partners with us. So what we were able to do is to bring corporate volunteers and civic groups together. They came into the Mid-City area and spent time working with residents side by side, doing the property projects that they could do. The goal was to help improve that quality of housing so that they too would have pride in what was going on, and from that it would mushroom into more things that people would start to do themselves, and that's absolutely what we began to see. Boo led the organization very strongly, did a great job of bringing partners together. Some of those partners actually still engage with us today. And then Perry Franklin was on her team, and he took over as the second executive director. Perry's focus was more on branding the organization and making sure that people knew who we were and what we were doing at all times. And I was on Perry's team, so I actually got the benefit of seeing him in action. And from there, I've just focused on trying to ensure long-term sustainability is my #1 priority. So for me, our goal is to look at ways that we can strengthen the organization. And one of the main ways is that we're going to revise our business model. We're looking at self-generated revenue as a big priority. One of the things that we know we have to do is to try to make sure that we can generate some funds for ourselves so that we can then leverage those funds. And we've learned that through NeighborWorks. They've told us that that's one of the priorities that they believe is the best practice for an organization like our own. As downtown started its resurgence, we always knew that eventually it's going to come over the I-110. And as it's come this way, what we're beginning to see is that Mid-City is that blending area for the urban downtown environment to the suburban environment just outside of Mid-City. So what we've been doing is working together with all parties involved, and the goal is to just blend, make sure that where we can make positive improvements, we would all be working together and we would see change, and we're seeing that. There are major dollars going in the ground all over the Mid-City area, and we're excited about that. We have many, many ways that people can engage. The best way to contact us to find out what's available in that realm is that they can call our office at 346-1000 or go to our website at www.midcityredevelopment.org.